Chris.
Welcome in, MP. Got some other...
Yeah, that's how I do it. And
That's
you
all
are
you,
on me.
MP.
You garbage. You can't even make a layup.
Hey, yo, right here.
I'm dropping buckets all day.
Whose bat is that? Shut up. Extra run, box out. Stay on him.
Don't blame it on that win. You can't shoot. Layups.
Help, mismatch. You got him.
Whoa.
Way to snatch
Where
it,
you
MP.
shoot that ball range, man? Come back in here.
Hey, come around.
That's
I got him.
check it.
Don't let him shoot that. Hey. Get the rebound. Don't leave him open. Come on.
Back door. Oh, that
Help him out. Ball coming.
Too far for you. What's up with that?
Get mine. Shot. Get board.
I got you. Don't give me that.
Hey, right here. Come on.
I'm gonna keep swatting him out.
Hey, let's go. Move around.
Yeah, that's my spot. Check.
You got him. Where's the foul, ref?
Doesn't get any easier than that. Yo, check Rock. That's it. I get my shot off whenever I want.
Help him out.
This is my court. I take what I want. No.
Hey, yo, help. That's a
I'm a
foul.
beast out here. Oh, it ain't even windy out here. That's what I'm talking about.
him shoot that.
Can't make layups? That's why your game is trash.
Ball.
You should that's a -1 with that miss. Hey, what's the count?
Oh, hit that.
Yeah. You better get more VC, baby.
Good job today. That's what it takes to be great.
Look out there, MP. Fans live for games like this one.
Oh, say does that.
Welcome, everyone. A moment now for Julius Randle.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Well, we've been tracking MP and the stories surrounding his NBA career. One of his recent pursuits is his quest to win Defensive Player of the Year.
And it was a lofty goal set by MP to win Defensive Player of the Year. I'm actually a bit surprised, but incredibly, I think he might actually be the leader thus far. He's been awesome on that side of the court. Let's see if that continues tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Shea and Johnson. Then it's Daniels, and it's Adams in at the center position. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA, and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
MP is a cool customer from three. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
They need this, and that one's good. Shea.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Gobert down low. Adams defending. 6 to shoot. And here's MP for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Pass to Daniel. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And that one's good. Shea.
And guys, getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular. This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Buffkin. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Johnson with a screen on MP. Atlanta again missing.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
The Hawks trail by 14. He swipes the ball away again.
With every steal, he continues to march towards the record book.
Greg, looking at his season totals, he's got a good view of third most steals in a single year. What a defensive season for him. Some changes for Minnesota. Jones checked in for Rudy Gobert. Walker comes in for Randall. And it's McDaniels in for MP. Pass to Rizachet. Looking to end the run. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort.
Moments from him in that loss to Orlando. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. MP comes in for Jones. And it's Malik Beasley in for Dillingham. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Johnson's checked in. Anthony Edwards out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Jabari Walker. Then it's MP. And it's McDaniels in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Count the basket.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus. Oh, goodness gracious.
About that finish.
Nabbing another steal.
All year long, that's been his thing. Just pouncing on any chance to grab a steal.
Well, GA, with that swipe, he's now tied for third for most steals in a single season. Johnson can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Down low and taken away by Johnson. Beal against Edwards. The shot by Beal, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
From the arc. Hands it from downtown.
I'll tell you, totally fluid mechanics by Jaden McDaniels. Ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, folks.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. It'll be the third game of this three-game road trip.
And dropping the sledgehammer there.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Orlando was tremendous. He finished with 66 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Sohan. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Sohan's got 6 points.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Beasley against McCollum. Takes the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
I mean, a tough one. Faced some serious intensity in terms of that comeback, and they just got overwhelmed in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't stay in the game long enough to force overtime.
Pass to Sohan. The three-pointer off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category.
And another steal for him.
And he creeps towards greatness with every steal he makes.
He has climbed his way up to the 3rd highest steal numbers ever in an NBA season. Amazing. Bounce pass from Beal. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Fires the 3. The shot by Beal, no good. Over in the corner, Edwards. Back to MP. Good on the triple. MP's got 28 points for the game.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Timberwolves ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
Hey, it's not rocket science. I keep telling people that.
And now an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. This next one comes to us from Unicorn Armand. They ask, is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
Okay, Ernie, let me take this. In culinary terms, it's the vegetable. But from a botany standpoint, it's a fruit because of the seeds.
What do you mean, bought any? I bought plenty of tomatoes, and I got all of them from the veggie section.
He said botany, as in the science of studying plants.
Science, you don't need to overthink it, Ernie. If it can go on a burger, it's a vegetable.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The front court is Rizachet and Johnson. Then it's Daniels, and it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Johnson outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Atlanta, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Here's MP. Sweet little floater. 33 points for MP.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Pass to Adams. Here's Buffkin. Three-pointer. Randall grabs the board.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover. Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Randall with a screen for MP. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Another one for MP, giving the fans their money's worth here.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Reza Shea wide open. And the 3-ball is good. Reza Shea's got 8 points.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy.
Johnson with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to Buffkin. Johnson with a screen on Randall. 4 on the shot clock. Good defense by MP. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Lets it fly. Yet another bucket.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up, moving up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Reza Shea. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Yep, it counts. He's got 7.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Jones checked in for Rudy Gobert. Walker comes in for Randall. Daniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Beasley in for Dillingham. Bradley Beal's checked in for the Hawks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Malik Beasley. The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one drops. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Jalen Johnson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. MP. And the dunk by MP.
Oh, to have young legs. MP gets off his feet in a hurry for that finish.
Pass to Beal. There's the drive. And the basket is good. Beal's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
You see on that drive right there, that's just burst from MP.
Hawks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Buffkin. Okongwu with a screen on McDaniel. And it's Reza Shea missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Atlanta has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Lets it go with a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. And he makes that one. MP's got 45 points.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at it.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Book night, he's checked in for the Hawks.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
A nice shot by Sohan.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Puts up a deep three, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding an unbelievable lead as the and we reach the fourth. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Buffkin's checked in. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
They've got MP. Beasley is out there with Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's McDaniels in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Pass to Buffkin. Now here's Book Night. Covered by Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
On the wing, MP. And got it. Another basket.
It's hard to understate just how special his season's been. This is something we see once in a generation.
He now has the 4th highest scoring season of all time.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys.
Connects again.
And how many times have we seen him fill it up this season? It seems like he's scoring 50 every night.
That gives him the 4th most 50-point games in a single season. What a milestone. So both teams making some changes here. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Pass to Tate. Back to McDaniels. Floats it up for MP. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tate.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Minnesota making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Here's Buffkin. He's covered by Clark. And McDaniels with the block.
McDaniels with the defensive presence twice on the pipes.
MP looking around. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's a tremendous lob, but MP making the alley-oop look all too easy.
Nabbing another steal.
And every swipe he comes up with.
The pretty dunk brings down the house.
Gracious.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Minnesota.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had already, 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. Well, this is what they needed.
And, yep, another basket.
And it's 60 points again. Can't believe he's done it now 3 times.
I mean, right. 60-point games in a single campaign. And here's Daniels inside. Rizachet, MP with the block.
That block is about MP knowing the scouting report. This guy knew exactly where he was trying to get to.
Again, what an avalanche. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by MP. And again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Here's Buffkin. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They won this game going.
Yo, MP, let's go.
Hey, MP.
What's up, bro? Good, MP.
They ain't ready, MP.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Welcome from the Mile High City. Welcome everyone to 2K Sports Present. And with both teams fighting for playoff position, this is as intense of a regular season as you'll see, Grant.
Oh, BA, you can feel what's at stake here in the arena. Both of these teams will treat this like the postseason. The playoffs start now for them.
And everyone remembers when MP declared that he wanted to win Defensive Player of the Year. We've been keeping an eye on his progress.
And everything he's done in the second half of the season puts him on that trajectory. Not many players can match MP's focus and intensity on defense. With all the work he's put in, he's as deserving as anyone of that honor.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle out there with MP. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's Dillingham in at the 1. Holmes, good.
Boy, nice read by Porter Jr. that time, scanning the floor and getting his teammates involved.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Michael Malone.
I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. First quarter of play, a minute in. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Big time hustle from MP on the break that time. That's what you need from your young fellas.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is, too.
And he drives in, and he converts the layup. MP's got 8 points.
MP with the drive and the finish, attacking through the defense right there.
Gordon outside. Back to Murray. Looking to win the run. Counted from distance.
Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume three-point shooter.
Here's MP. Again, the Timberwolves score.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Here's Porter. Gordon outside. Now here's Murray. Three-pointer Holmes. And it's MP with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Gets the three to fall.
Attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Outside Porter. Lets it go from deep. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. Trailing by 8. Porter finds Gordon. Murray from outside. Offensive rebound. The Timberwolves have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Here's MP. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Aldama's checked in for Denver, and he'll be shooting his first free throw.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Murray, no good. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 16-3 run. Here's MP. Banked it in off the glass. MP's got 18 points in the game.
They're really working the paint now.
Nuggets trail by 13. And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here.
got this, MP.
Now Schroeder. 9 points in his last outing. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Minnesota making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Here's Melton. 8 points in his last timeout. On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. Dillingham out there with Edwards. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's MP in at small forward. Oh, MP with a block.
Love the defensive stand by MP right there. Got the position he needed and sent it back.
Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish. And Minnesota has possession. They've led by as many as 14. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder was outstanding. He contributed 52 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Melton following the score by Minnesota. Aldama, the pass to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss by Hardaway.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
And there it is for him. MP's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gordon's got 6 points.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Outside Edwards. Oh, there's the alley. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Holmes, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Melton. Here's Porter. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Up top, Aldama. Second chance shot. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies.
And while these guys have been playing great basketball lately, you still have to think returning for a homestand gives them a big boost. A break from life on the road and the comfort of your own home can do wonders.
Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Back to MP. And another basket for Minnesota.
No hesitation at all there. MP rose up with confidence.
Pass to Holmes. Here's Brown. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach? And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be back in a moment.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively. Nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And now let's... Thanks as always.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and cool, fancy jam by MP.
Tell you what, MP's game makes you excited about the future of this league.
And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
So it's Denver now, after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Gordon outside. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Holmes passes to Murray. Inside. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. MP's got 39.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Brown passes to Gordon. And here's Murray. Driving in.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Randall with some nice... Good! That's another bucket!
That will do it. 40 points for him, and he's pulled even.
Wow, the record for most 40-point games in a single season. Magnificent. Gordon can't hit.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And the shot goes down.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Basket's good. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
You got to push Porter Jr. out of the paint because he's so skilled at capitalizing down there.
And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Nuggets trail by 20. It's stolen by MP. The ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Porter launches it. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since. Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Brown. 9 points in the game. This one for 3. And it's Murray with the 3. Murray's got 11.
Hey, that's really good, positive offense from Murray. Knows exactly what he's going to do before the ball even gets there. That's shot preparation, folks.
A minute 20 left in the 3rd quarter. Picked by Holmes. Clock at 6. Murray, no good.
you know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
It's good. MP's got 49 in the game.
He drops yet another dive.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the...
One minute in now in the fourth quarter. MP is doubled. Outside Edwards. MP, the pass to Edwards. And he lobs it up. And good. There's another. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. You know, it makes you think about all the highlight reels MP is going to make over his career. Nice throwdown right there.
On the court for the Timberwolves. MP is out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then there's Dillingham. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Randall in at the center, locking down the middle. The Timberwolves lead by 22. Here's MP. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. MP's got 53 points.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
Now here's Schroeder. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Pick by Aldama from deep. Melton. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Edwards. Back to MP. From downtown. Another one goes. Incredible.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Down low. The lob. Very well done.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
The Nuggets have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Drains the triple.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.
Game, MP.
This is it, the playoffs. Time to turn it up. Season starts now.